Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am going to get straight into a recipe that I'm sharing with you because I just need to start getting it done because we have home group tonight, which is what I'm making this dessert for. And I need to go do errands and I'm hoping to do some like fall browsing and other fun stuff today. I don't know how likely that is, but either way, I've got to get these in the oven. So I am making some pumpkin blondies and we're gonna share that recipe. Also, this is once again part of the Fall Food Friday hosted by Fallon from Moss Family TV. So don't forget to check out her channel. If you have not yet done so already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Check it out. I think you're gonna love it. And I can already feel my hair falling down, so I need to fix that before I start baking. And also there's going to be a playlist in the description box where there's going to be lots of other fun fall recipes to check out. So if you're needing some fall inspiration, that is where you want to go and you're going to find plenty of it. So I'm going to get my hair up and we're going to make some pumpkin blondies. All right, to get started, we're going to sift some dry ingredients. I just use my mesh strainer to sift and it works pretty good. So we're going to do 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, I'm using a half teaspoon here, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. And it's a good thing I had a backup. I've been using this stuff a lot. All right, let's sift this together here. Never made this recipe, but it looked good, sounded good, and I wanted to make something to bring to our small group. Sometimes my salt doesn't sift as well because I have the pink Himalayan salt and it's a little bit thicker. So I'm just gonna dump that in because those are not flour clumps. All right, I set aside my dry ingredients. Now we're going to beat 1 cup of unsalted butter. I took this out last night because I knew I was gonna be doing this in the morning and that way I knew it would be softened. So we're going to get this in the bowl and beat that. I'm just gonna use my hand mixer. Now we're gonna add in 1 3/4 cup of sugar. I'm using a 1/4 cup. All right, so I've got 1 egg added in there and we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract and 1.5 cups of pumpkin puree. I'm going to mix this together really well. I misjudged the size of the bowl. I need to get a bigger one. It was already getting a little messy and I still have to add the dry ingredients. We're gonna add in the flour mixture a little at a time and combine. All right, now we're gonna add in 1 to 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. We're not gonna really measure those. I'm using the minis because that's what I often have and use. And we're gonna just fold this in. By the way, I did taste the batter by cleaning off those beaters and it is really, really good. Like, really good. I think these might end up coming out like cookie bars, which I guess is kind of what blondies are. I don't really know. All right, I had to clean up my area a little bit because there was pumpkin everywhere. Got a 9x13 baking dish that I have baked with cooking spray and we're just gonna spread this out. Then we're gonna bake this in the oven at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. All right, so sorry about my dishwasher behind me. It's a little loud, but I let them cool and began to cut them because I wanted to plate them up to take them out tonight. But the center was definitely not cooked. So I wouldn't have worried about it if we were just eating it at home because we like ours a little bit underdone. But I just popped it back in the oven at 350 for another few minutes and I'm gonna let it cool and go run in some errands and then I will cut it up and plate it up later. All right, it's been quite a day. I'm back from shopping and I thought I'd share a little grocery haul with you, so let's get started. All right, just a few things from Walmart. I picked up some of this beef broth. I honestly am not a huge fan of something called beef flavored broth. I need to make my own broth. I have beef bones in my freezer, but I honestly haven't seen this at Walmart in a long time, and the beef broth from Aldi has caramel color in it, which I'm not a huge fan of, so I grabbed a couple of these to keep on hand. I got some unbleached all-purpose flour. My husband had asked for these caramel M&Ms for a treat, and they actually didn't have the jumbo bag that we normally get, but maybe that's a good thing for us. I picked up a rotisserie chicken for us to have for dinner tonight. It's errand day, so I always like something easy. Plus we have a group tonight, so we won't be eating till we get back, so that's what that is for. I picked up some of this Waverly wax. This is for my DIYs. I've never tried it before, so I just got the little bottle. I want to kind of mess around with it. Okay, well, you can see it. I got like a drainer thing for our kitchen sink because the one we have has been acting funny, so I needed a new one. And a couple things of peach jello. That is like my husband's favorite flavor. It's kind of crowded here, but I don't have a lot of time. So a few things from Lidl. I picked up 2 bags of grapes, 1 of nectarines, some carrots, and a cucumber. I also picked up 4 mums, but they're out on my patio, and I'm just gonna leave them there and try to plant them tomorrow. So moving on to Aldi. Let me move some of this so you can actually see things. Well, I'll start with it. We got 3 bags of the blue corn tortilla chips. I just like to keep them on hand, and we went through 2 bags this past weekend when we had company, so I needed to restock. I also got 2 bags of these white cheddar puffs. I'm gonna move these out of the way. Trying to avoid bag noise for the recording. All right, I got some, excuse me, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, some yogurt. This is not the yogurt we usually get, but they were out for the last 2 weeks of the stuff I like, and actually have a lot of the yogurts. So, but my husband missed having yogurt this past week, so I decided to get this one, even though it's not the one we normally get. A couple cans of pumpkin because I used my last can today. Some honey. That is often used on cereal when we have a plain cereal, which I did get some of that too. Some dried mangoes, bananas, some lunch meat, some chocolate chips because we're running a little bit low and there'll be no shortage of baking in these next couple months. Some romaine hearts and some celery. We're gonna have salads tonight with our chicken, and then, and I needed, yeah, I already have tomato, and I picked up carrots and cucumbers somewhere underneath there. And then I just got celery because the last time I went to get it, they didn't have it and I needed it. And celery usually lasts for quite a while in the fridge. So I think I said bananas, a few cans of tuna, and then 1 bag each of brown sugar and cane sugar just because baking. And then I picked up some Big Bars. I picked up a couple of these. I'm gonna send one with my husband to work. Just so he has them in his office for his lunch rather than sending him a couple every day. I just send it with him. And I just got 2 because I won't know when he's running low and I don't want him to not have them. And he has not had these in quite a while. So picked up 2 of those, 2 things of rice squares or rice checks, and then some Frosted Flakes because my husband asked for that this time. So kind of like as a little treat. Usually we have cereal as like a snack in the evening when we have cereal, which isn't super often, but we're kind of on a kick right now. Here are the Pumpkin Blondies. They look good. I got them cut up and plated up to take to group. I'll let you know how they are. Well, it is the next morning, but I just wanted to pop on really quick and give you an update on those Pumpkin Blondies. They were really, really good. They were a big hit. I personally don't think they are, so I'm trying to make sure I don't spill my tea. I've got a hot chai tea latte today because I'm feeling a little chilly. It's not really cold outside, but I'm feeling a little chilly and we're gonna go with it. But I don't feel like the Pumpkin Blondies are like overly pumpkin-y if you're not a huge pumpkin fan, but they tasted like a really moist like cookie bar. And they were well cooked. After I threw them back in the oven for a little bit, they were cooked. They just weren't fully cooked in the middle the first time. But they ended up coming out great and they were a big hit. So I definitely recommend it. I'll have that recipe linked down below for you. And I hope you enjoy the little grocery haul I figured I would throw in. I felt like I was a little bit all over the place yesterday trying to get a lot of stuff done. So I don't know if I made sense in everything I filmed, but I hope I did. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope if you are new, you consider subscribing and sticking around so that you don't miss out on my future videos. Don't forget to check out Fallon's channel and the Fall Food Friday playlist down in the description box. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.